Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Today we're going to be talking about the Marvel Select Blade. This is from Diamond Select, their Marvel line. A decent alternative to Marvel Legends, especially with something like this blade, and I think it's anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks. The Marvel Legends, that is, online. So this seems to be a good alternative as far as I'm concerned. The side art is a little scuffed, but on the back you can see some of the info. Sculpted by Gentle Giant Studios, designed by Yuring Temg. Believe that's how you pronounce it. We'll go with that. So far, so good. Let's get our open. All right, him open. It. It's an it. Let's get it open. And now we've opened this up. Let's go ahead and take a look. So far, so good. I like how it's a good mix of the comic book and the film. No Wesley Snipe head, but Snipes head, plural. But we see here we have a additional screaming head sculpt, some good weapons, a Tonfa, the glaive, the sword, silver blade, some really cool weapons. Let's go ahead and get them out of the plastic so we can get a better look. Just get all the bits out. There we go. All right. Enter blade. So once again, really good job with the sculpt here. Like, I will hand it to Marvel Select. Like, they do a good job with the sculpting. The articulation is limited. We have single jointed elbows. No butterfly joints. So it's stiff. I don't know if you like to oil up your figures or use a hairdryer. You may need to take a hairdryer to this. The gauntlets are pretty cool. Let's see if these stakes come out. I don't think, oh, they do. They totally do. So that's good. So you want to see him stick somebody, boom. Oh, drop that, I'll get that one later. Once again, the stakes do come out. So blade has to take someone out. Okay, yeah, there we go. You know what to do. Let's go ahead and let's pop that head off. All right. Not bad, not bad. Sort of painless. Let's put this one on. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Once again, great job with the sculpt. I like what I'm seeing here. I like the diaphragm here. It's nice and stiff. Gives you the moves. Swivel at the waist. Just a little bit. Just enough to give you that extra twisting. Nice detail on the belt here. Let's take a closer look at that. That's great. Some extra pegs here for some of the items. Some belt loops. Closer look at that. Good look at the extra stakes here. That's pretty cool. We got a holster here, a knife blade. Here's a knife. Very nice, nice and snug. Let's see for the gun. Let's see if it's this one. Man, that'll do. That will do. Let's see if the other one fits. Woo, there we go. So here's the other one. 1 second, there we go. Nice deco on the handle, just a little bit. Just the little things that matter. You have blast effects. I think some may fit in here. Let's see if this fits. Okay, so that's more like it. You can fit the other gun in there, but I think it's really meant for that one. Of course, we have the sheath here for the sword. Does not really swivel out of the way. A back peg, just in case you have a backpack or something, I suppose. Let's take a look at the sword here. Nice. A good friend of mine actually gave me a replica blade sword, and this really reminds me of that. So it's the movie, but not. So if you're going to do a blade action figure, that's kind of how you want to do it. Very nice. Very nice. Let's go ahead and put it in the sheath here. There we go. Equipped and ready to rock. Let's go ahead and see how the Tonfa fits. Nice detail. So it acts as a stake on both ends. You need to beat someone back and then boom, take out the vampire. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. I don't have a lot of vampire figures, but like the Tyranny Gene Stealers from McFarlane, you can have them take them out. They're like Reapers from Blade 2 or something like that. Oh yeah. If there was just any way that this figure had double jointed elbows, that'd be cool. But once again, that's not why you end up getting Marvel Select. You get Marvel Select because, one, you didn't have the figure in Marvel Legends, or two, I mean, hell, it's on sale. Ah, look at that. So really, you can holster all these weapons. So another holster on the boot. Let's see if it fits. I mean, it's almost jutting right down to the foot. I think probably, yeah, this one goes here. This one goes there. Yeah, there you go. It's a weird place to have a holster, though, for such a big item. But it works, what can I say? You know what? Actually, no, I think I had that reverse. But anyway, the point is you can holster everything, nearly everything, for this character. Let's kind of just float it up a little bit, you know, so he's not dragging his gun boot or a boot gun or whatever. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And then you have this, and just like an extra clip. For something or other. Let's really go back here, but I think you can put things back here. Oh, look at that. So we have a hole here, and that fits. Let's put it in. Okay, so there you go. So once again, you have the magazine, you have Blade's blade, you got a gun, you got a big ass boot gun, extra stakes. Let's go ahead and put it right here. Nice, nice. This dude's ready to go, man. Let's put these off to the side real quick. And once again, before we really get down to it, that's not bad at all. Let's take another look at the glaive here. Let's see if it opens. Open, says me. There we go, there we go. So this is good. This is just like the glaive that you would get from the Mezco blade. I don't have the Mezco blade figure. I do have the blade accessories, like the shotgun and the glaive. I have a couple of the glaives. I was able to get them from eBay. I think Nichio was the seller. That's nice. That's nice. Once again, not too much difference from Mezco. Mezco is a bit finer in detail. Definitely doesn't feel cheap. Like, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Yeah. That's nice. So far, so good. 30 bucks versus 100 bucks for Mezco. 50 to 70 to $90 for the Marvel Legends. I don't know. I can rock with this. I can rock with this. So far, so good. Go ahead, Blade. Like that. From what I can tell, these hands are exactly the same. So there's no difference between up and down, left and right. They're both basically left and right, not up and down, not vertical. But I guess if you lose a pair, you got an extra pair. So that's a good thing. Very thoughtful. Yep, sure enough, same thing with the left hands. So if you lose a pair, no biggie. Just swap in the next. But if they're going to be the same trigger hands, not holding hands or fists, it would have been nice if this had a horizontal hinge and the other one had a vertical hinge. So if you wanted an up and down motion, you can swap hands. Left and right motion, you swap hands, right? So that would have been cool. You know me, I love extra head sculpts, extra hands. Just having, even if you have the same holding position, but just with a different placement of hinge from vertical to horizontal, that would be a pretty cool feature. Maybe one of these days we'll see something like that. But here, hey, I always take extras. Not extras, I paid for these. But just if we had extra features and differences, that would be pretty cool too. The stake here in the gauntlet, I have to say, is pretty cool because it's a nice snug fit. You can still get these out, which I'm very thankful for, especially for this next portion of the video. But you can take them out, and as I displayed earlier, he can hold them, stabbing motions, that kind of thing. So that's cool. It's good that there's not static pieces taking up space. That's a really cool thing. And also this Tonfa, I don't know if this will fit in the back. Let's try it. Not really. I don't recommend it. It's not really meant for that. I guess if you just have extra pegs or something, or if there's something you want to put back here. Oh, look at that. So this little belt loop. There we go. See? SMRT. Let's see if we can put this in. There we go. There we go. So this dude can carry a lot. This dude can carry a lot on him, which is really cool. So once again, we have the extra stakes. We have the glaive. I think he can hold the glaive just like he's holding a blade here, or holding a knife. Boom. I'm digging this. I am really, really digging that. That is pretty cool. That's cool. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Very nice. Very well done. And here's Blade standing next to John Wick Custom off of the Obadiah Stane figure from Marvel Legends, and also the Luke figure from the Mandalorian from the Imperial Light Cruiser, excuse me. So that's just a good comparison between Black Series and Marvel Legends. As the Marvel Select action figures are 7-inch scale, then yeah, they're just gonna tower over these guys. Unless you have bigger figures like, say, Gung Ho and Roadblock from G.I. Joe Classified, Serpentor, that kind of thing. Or other 7-inch figures like DC Multiverse or stuff of that nature. Now, I did pick up a wired faux leather trench coat from GPSLot on eBay. Fingers crossed. Let's see if this will work. No promises. Been waiting on this one for a while. All right, I took off some of the stuff. With that tonfa, make sure you're just patient with getting that tonfa out of that belt loop. Patience is its own reward. Let's put it that way. All right, moment of truth. May work, may not. It was worth it. It was worth a try. Let's see. Let's see here. It's gonna be tricky. I do not want to break this coat because I can always give it to Marvel Legends instead. It's gonna be tricky. Those gauntlets, I was worried about those gauntlets. That's why I'm glad I was able to take those stakes out. It's a real bulky figure here. Real bulky. You know what, hold on a second. Let me try something else. By the way, the tattoos here are pretty cool. I got it in position. I'm going to try to get that coat on. But yeah, the tattoos are cool. Haircut's pretty cool. It's nice, almost like a sunburst thing. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and let's try to get this bad boy on here. No promises. So those gauntlets are going to be tricky. I do not want to damage this thing. But sometimes you just got to try stuff, you know? You got to try stuff out. I'm going to do this one sleeve at a time. Actually, I lied. I'm going to go ahead and do both. Let's see if this works. Let's see here. All right, I think that did it. I mean, it's holding on for dear life. The gauntlets may cause a tear here. I'm just gonna have to live with that. And yet the sheath does not help. I had to take the sword out, of course. But just facing this way, that's pretty dope. I can definitely live with that. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you had to be very deliberate with how you pose it with this coat on. But and the sheath kind of actually helps give the coat some directionality. I can still pose with the arms very carefully. Getting it off is going to be a pain in the butt. But I think I can pull off some stuff here. Hold on a second. Let's give him a sword. There we go. Let's give him his glaive. Yeah, I can dig it. Shout out to GPSLot for the leather coat. You're very careful taking off the sword, the tonfa in the back, that kind of thing. Taking off the hands to get the sleeves around. And if you don't mind the bulkiness of the gauntlets and the sleeves, then yeah, you can make that work. Yeah, that works. And you can get them in a crouching position. You can put them with all your other street heroes, Marvel Legends, that kind of thing. I may have to get a figure stand. Hold on a second. Yep, Marvel Select Blade. Now, I'm cool with that. A little glint. Oh yeah. Hey, that works for me. Here's Blade with both guns ablazing. I will say that it is tricky getting those trigger fingers into the triggers. With this gun right here, I just ended up not bothering with it. This one, you can have better luck with, but I would definitely say put those guns in first into the hands by themselves, like so. And then you can go ahead and put them back onto your Marvel Select figure. Once again, if you have them in the background with Marvel Legends, you can sort of pull off the mixed scale, crouching positions like the one I have right here. Loving the leather coat. Pretty dope. Let's see what else we can do with this. Let's see if we can have some more fun. Here I have Blade's Mac 11s from the second Blade movie. I still had to find his Mac 10 from the first. Or excuse me, these are the Mac 10s. And I had to find his Mac 11 from the first. But anyway, let's go ahead and see how these fit in with the Marvel Select Blade. Okay, here's Blade with his Mac 10s from Blade 2, courtesy of Arsenal Pew Pews. Here's the thing. They are tiny in his hands. They look cool, they got the look, but the scale is just off. They look like mini machine guns in his hands. You may be able to get away with it. You do a close-up, maybe you're not focusing on the legs, right? And once again, it helped to pop those hands off separate. I had to actually warm them up a little bit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just stay with the guns from Diamond Select. They just scale better, but once again, just for the look real quick, you can probably get away with something like this in the background, or you may just give these to your Cobra Troopers, maybe your Joes, do they want to be a badass? But yeah, you would probably have to scale the STL files. These are 3D printed, by the way, so that's why I also needed to warm up those hands. So you want to be careful with those. I mean, it kind of works. They're just really small. Really, really small compared to how they actually would be. But you just want it for the look. This will definitely get you that look. So if you have 6-inch scale action figures, Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified, I recommend using those. Mezcos, you can probably use these with your Mezco blade. I have Mezco blade accessories like the shotgun. That'll probably fit better with this Marvel Select. I don't have it with me right now. I have to dig it out of the archives. But once again, I still recommend Arsenal and Pew Pews for stuff like this. They have some pretty cool stuff for Punisher, for G.I. Joe, Cobra. But yeah, Blade with the Mac 11s. Not bad, could be worse. I'll take it. Once again, I'm probably going to use the guns that come with. You see, I still have the hands on them for easy swapping. But yeah, so far so good. So far so good. Not a bad experiment. Not a bad experiment. It's kind of growing on me. The more I'm looking at it, I'm like, that is kind of badass. That's kind of badass. The guns are small. They're small, but they got the look. I mean, those are the guys from Blade 2. It's growing on me. It is growing on me. Let's see what else we can do with these. And just some more comparisons. Here's the McFarlane Toys Batman from the Injustice 2 Page Punchers comic wave. You can see they're similar in height, 7-inch scale. So this Marvel Select will actually scale better with your McFarlane DC multiverse. You want to get on some Marvel DC action. Batman versus Blade, who's going to win? Okay, my money's on Blade. The dudes can walk in the sunlight. Come on. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, yes, single jointed knees. They swivel. It's very similar to Black Series. Boot cut, so that always helps. And of course, ankle rocker. So you gotta get some badass poses or maybe some crouching poses to help it scale better with your Marvel Legends. You may be able to do that. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. That's not bad. Let's see if I can get it to balance just a little bit. Balance. Balance. There we go. Cool. Now, let's try something else. Now, here is the Batcycle from the Flash wave from McFarlane Toys. This is also for a 7-inch scale Batman. And the bat fleck they have that comes with it has thigh swivel and soft goods cape, which is always great. More on that later. But this is also just a cool looking futuristic cycle. It doesn't really say Batcycle. There's no bat fins or anything. So if you have like a, say a Mezco Judge Dredd and you need a Lawmaster, you can pretty much use this. Right now, let's see if we can give Blade a cool ass futuristic motorcycle. Sort of like the one he came with the Toy Biz release. This is kind of like where I got the idea from. Let's see how it fits. Oh, almost forgot to mention, thigh swivel. That's going to be very important for this next piece. All right, let's see if we can get this bad boy on here. Let's see here. Getting this Blade figure on that motorcycle, you really need deep splits. So there's some good mobility here with those joints in the hips. They don't drop down like say in classified series or anything like that, but they're sturdy. They hold their pose. So whatever you need this to do, it'll do it. Once again, limited articulation compared to Marvel Legends. If you can't get the Marvel Legends Blade, this one will do you just fine as long as you have 7-inch scale villains or team-ups to face off with them with. So if you're collecting Marvel Select, I guess keep at it. Otherwise, yeah, different crouching poses, flight stands for flying characters, or just keep them in the background so they can blend in. And you should still be able to incorporate your Marvel Selects with your Marvel Legends if need be. All right, so basically I split the difference here. I was able to get the hand on one handlebar, and the other one I just pretty much kept free so he could go ahead and hold his weapon. That right there is the Damon rifle from Gridiron Toys. Shout out to Matt Damon's weapon in Elysium. Gridiron Studios, Gridiron Props. Check them out. GridironProps.com. Gridiron_studio on Instagram, or gridiron.studios on Instagram as well. Super dope. But let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah, that'll do just nicely. Coat worked out. The different weapons worked out. And this, once again, just splitting the difference here with that. Oh man, that's a great shot right there. Just holding on that one handlebar so he can do the rest here. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'll go ahead and rock with that. Yeah, this turned out pretty darn good. I'm pretty sure Batfleck won't mind. Where did he get those wonderful toys? I had to say it. I had to say it. Where did he get those wonderful toys? Yeah, so Marvel Select Blade, highly recommended, especially if you have 7-inch scale stuff or premium accessories like the ones from Arsenal of Pew Pews, or it's pictured right here, Gridiron Studios. Check it out. Have fun with your figs. Until next time, peace.